We pulling?
Alright, so Igira is the second boss of the raid, and she's got one phase. All of her melee swings copy onto the next closest player, so the tanks need to stay stacked together and face the boss away from the raid. And for that matter, they also need to taunt swap at as low stacks of the tank debuff as possible. The main thing she does is throw spears at several players that explode in a circle around them and then spawn a pool of fire that prevents the player from leaving the fire. These players need to quickly move near the boss as they get targeted with the spear, without overlapping too much with other spear targets, because this lets you AoE the spears down more quickly than if they were spread out everywhere. The boss also shoots several blades in a random direction, which you can dodge by going in between the blades. When the boss gets to full energy, she knocks everyone back and starts a long channel. This puts circles around 3 fiery weapons that are on the ground, and the raid has to go stand in and fully soak one of the circles to get it to shrink and despawn before the channel is over, or else you're dead. The boss then gains an ultimate ability based on which weapon was soaked and casts that weapon's ability a couple times before going back to throwing spears. There's the axe on the left side of the room that lets her cast a big group soak on the tank that a different half of the raid needs to soak each time in order to reduce the raid-wide damage it does. So you could do something like odd group soak first, then even group soak second. The sword in the middle lets her cast a leap on random players that everyone needs to dodge. And the spear on the right side lets her cast a heal absorb on several players, which needs to be healed off before the absorb debuff expires, or else it explodes on the raid. On heroic, the heal absorb also explodes in a circle around them and launch little orbs out from each player when they're healed off, so spread out a bit to make avoiding everything a little easier. You can't soak the same weapon twice in the fight, so make sure everyone knows which weapon order you're going with before pulling. The order doesn't really matter though, so from left to right will probably be standard. And that's pretty much it. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. They get early access to all of our videos, so if you're interested in that, check out the links below. And sign up for our newsletter to get extra raid strats, written guides, and so much more. Peace.